He is a boy. Chłopcem. On jest chłopcem.
Jestem dziewczynką.
Dziewczynką. Jestem dziewczynką. I'm a girl.
Ja jestem chłopcem.
Ja jestem chłopcem. I'm a boy.
Ja jem jabłko.
I eat an apple.
Ja jestem kobietą.
Ja jestem kobietą. Nasalized. She is a girl. Ona jest dziewczynką. Dziewczynką. Oh, CZ.
Ja jestem mężczyzną.
Yeah, I'm a man. Ja jestem męż. That's nasalized. With a dot, I think. No, nasal. Mężczyzną. I'm a man. I drink water. Pijem. Ja pijem. Wodę, accusative. Feminine. And is ja? No, is i. Mleko. Neuter. Привет. Howdy, Levi. How are you?
Ona jest dziewczynką.
Ona jest. She is a girl. Dziewczynką. A girl is eating. Dziewczynka je. New nominative form here. Dziewczynka with a plain a. Je.
Ona pije wodę.
Ona pije wodę. Object accusative. I eat. Ja jem.
Chłopiec pije wodę.
Chłopiec. The boy drinks water. Indeed. Chłopiec pije. Third person wodę. Dziewczynka. Dziewczynka.
Jestem kobietą.
Jestem. I am. Kobietą. I'm a woman. Kobietą. She is a woman. Ona jest kobietą.
Pije wodę i mleko.
Pije. Could be I. Hard to hear.
Pije wodę i mleko.
I drink water, milk.
Dziewczynka pije wodę.
Dziewczynka pije wodę. I am a man. Ja jestem mężczyzną. Not the palatal, the retroflex. Retroflex. No, accusative form. I am drinking. Ja piję. Welcome back to Language Institute. I'm your VerbAlly, starting with some Polish today. Okay, we are a language school in Dallas, if you're not familiar with us. And languages we offer on-site and online are English, Korean, Spanish, Chinese, French, German, Japanese, Portuguese, and Italian. You can find us on YouTube as well. Oh, didn't grab one to show you online, but here are some of our recently published books up in the top right corner. You can find them on our website, as well as our blog, languageinstitute.com. You can get the books on Amazon too. Okay, let's not jump down quite as far. Let's do animals. Crab. Krab.
Krab.
I think we have devoicing.
Lew.
Lion, I believe.
Lew.
Tygrys.
Tygrys.
Tygrys. High central vowel.
Kot i ryba.
Kot.
Kot. I.
Ryba.
Ryba.
Cat and a dog. Fish. Lew. Pije.
Lew. Pije. Tygrys.
A tiger. Kot i ryba.
Kot i ryba. Krab pije wodę.
Krab pije wodę. A crab drinks water.
Krab
pije
pije wodę.
Accusative. A spider and a mouse. Is that pająk?
Pająk.
I.
I.
Mysz.
Mysz.
Mysz. SZ writes the retroflex fricative.
Lew pije.
They use the Z with a dot above that makes more sense than a double Z.
Lew pije. Lew pije.
In SZ, unlike Hungarian SZ, the Z is diacritic. The S voiceless fricative is the basic value. Sh. Sh. We have it as a second singular verb ending too, or just at the end of certain nouns like mish. Lew pije. A lion is drinking. A bird is eating a mouse. Bird. Ptak.
Ptak.
Is that pet, to fly, to fall root? Yeah.
Je. Mysz.
And the accusative looks just like the nominative for the mouse. Does that mean it's neuter? I suppose it could be. MYSZ. It's a feminine one. Mishka diminutive. Moose. Moose. Okay, let's look at the declension. Alright, 7 cases. N-A-I-D, no ablative, G-L-V. Almost the same case as the Sanskrit, but no ablative. Mish, mish it, mish it, mish. Nominative, accusative go like. Instrumental mishon, mish it. So very common with a Y ending. And in the plural too, various cases. Mishon, dative plural, omi, omis, I think, originally. Mushami. Interesting. And mushach. Do you remember the... Levi, remind us, what is the locative plural ending in Sanskrit?
Pająk i mysz.
Pająk. Sounds like a... Pająk i mysz. Bird and a mouse. Pająk. No, a spider. And a mouse. A bird is ptak. Is eating, yeah. Mysz. Ptak, yeah, mysz. Let's spend some time on adjectives. No, that is not a locative plural. I think we'd better review. Sup and ting. Om is how we clear our crania. There we go.
Suaujas, autšas, tābhyambhis, ngebhyambhis, ngasibhyambhis, ngasosam, ngeosup.
There it is. What's locative plural? Pratama, first case nominative. Dvitiya, second case accusative. Tritiya, third case instrumental. Chaturthi, fourth case dative. Panchami, fifth case ablative. Shashti, sixth is genitive. Saptami, seventh is locative.
Suaujas amauchas tabhyambis ngebhyambyas ngasibyambyas ngasosam ngiasup.
In one breath.
Tiptas jhi siptas tha mipvasmas ta tam jha tha satham dhvam itvahimahing. Tiptas jhi siptas tha mipvasmas ta atam jha tha satham dhvam itvahimahing.
There they are, the basic endings for nouns and verbs. So again, locative plural, please. Saptami bahuvachanam. Vachanam. Seventh case, plural. Locative plural. Adjectives, yeah, let's do that. A big sandwich. Duża.
Duża.
Big. Kanapka.
Kanapka.
Looks feminine.
Ten kot jest mały.
Ten.
Ten
That cat, this cat.
kot jest. Ten kot jest mały.
Mały. With a mid vowel. Mały. High vowel.
Ten kot jest mały.
Is small. Okay, M-A-L like in small. Mały. Duż and mały are the stems. Duża, duży. Mała, mały, małe. A big dog. Duży, duży.
Duży
Pies.
pies.
Pies. Levi, are you there? There we go. Soup. Confused with genitive and also mixed up au. Indeed. Anyway, the soup, yeah, and that, the reason I asked that one was look at this nice mushach. I think the suffix in that one maybe cognate with su. You can see a s fricative becoming a ch in Slavic. I don't know about that what that reflects, but I suspect, I smell a cognate here. Mushach with a su cousin ending on it. In the mice. Locative plural. In the mice. Don't know when you would use a form like that. You were telling us where the fleas live, or something like that.
Tamta ryba jest mała.
Tamta.
Tamta.
This is the one for far away, I think.
Tamta ryba jest mała. Jest
mała.
mała.
It's nice when the noun and adjective have the very same ending. That fish is small. Yeah. Tamta.
Ten pies jest duży.
Ten pies jest duży. This dog is big. Duży, I think that's neuter.
Duży. Pająk jest mały. Pająk jest
Mały.
mały. Pająk jest mały.
Spider is small.
Tamta ryba jest duża.
That fish is big. Tamta ryba jest duża. Ryba. Duża. Since it's been so long that we did Sanskrit, we really should review. Let's go over the Deva paradigm nice and slow. Deva for a divinity, masculine. So, a lot of them are the basic endings, but also several are substituted ones. What do you recall? What are the su-aujas forms of Deva?
Małe śniadanie i duży obiad.
Mały.
Małe
Śniadanie.
śniadanie. Małe śniadanie i duży obiad.
I
duże. Duży obiad.
Duży. Small breakfast. Śniadanie. I duży obiad. And a big lunch. Małe śniadanie i duży obiad.
To dziecko jest duże.
Dziecko is child. This child is duży, is big. Large. This coffee. Tamta, ta.
Ta.
Oh, tamta is far away. Kawa.
Kawa jest
Mała.
mała.
Yes. But they're both feminine.
To jest duże zwierzę.
To jest duże zwierzę. Duże. This is a big animal. That. To. This is a big animal. This is a small tomato. This. Tam. To.
To.
Jest.
Jest.
Pomidor. What gender? Mały.
Mały. Pomidor.
Kanapka. Duża kanapka is a big sandwich. This is a big animal. To jest.
To. Jest.
Zwierzę. Małe. Duże.
Duże.
Zwierzę.
Zwierzę.
Zwierzę. So the R and the Z seem to be telescoping into a single sound. This animal is small. To.
To.
Zwierzę.
Zwierzę.
Jest.
Jest.
Małe.
Małe.
Ten kot jest mały. Ten kot
Jest.
jest
Mały.
mały.
That is small.
Małe śniadanie i duży obiad.
Mały.
Małe śniadanie i duży obiad.
Let's get just to look at the paradigm. Day137. Day137. Perfect. Let me supply the second case. Accusative. Day1. 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 Can you give us tortilla instrumental case forms, please? So shus is the basic ending for accusative plural, but it shows up here as an N after a long A. Day1. Oh yeah, duże, małe, either of those. Go to my Polish keyboard. Okay, another equals gives me retroflex. Duży. Duży, Y masculine, E neuter, A feminine. Y, okay, Y like the Y chromosome. For helpful. There's no connection, of course, between grammatical gender and chromosomes, but just for a mnemonic. Dużego, dużemu, duży, duże, dużym. Interesting go ending, genitive and accusative. How fascinating. I don't know if anything looks like that. Let's review. Do I dare? Let's go to clothing. Ubrania.
Spódnica.
Spodnica. So there's an accent on the O, but the E sounds more prominent. Dewana. Dewabhyam. No, and it's not the Chandrabindu. Dewaihi. The plural form is correct. Dewena. Singular. I think you could figure out the dual one, though. Dual number. Instrumental dual. The basic one there for singular is da. We replace a with ina and get devena. Deva ina giving devena by the vowels fusing together.
Spodnie.
Spodnie.
Spódnica.
Spodnica. Alright, so almost all the sounds shared in these two words.
Ubrania.
Ubrania. I think just 3 syllables, not nia, but nia. Each of these is hat.
Ubrania.
Okay, he's accenting the second syllable. Ubrania, stressing it even.
But.
Boot is nice for a shoe.
Kapelusz.
Capelusz. Looks like it's from Latin.
Kapelusz.
Hat. Skirt.
Ubrania.
Ubrania.
Kapelusz.
Capelusz.
Spódnica.
Spodnica. Dewabiam. True. More or less. Let us, though, I know I may have said otherwise previously, But let's store in our minds the isolation forms, the pre-pausal forms for these. And if you're reciting them in a row, the M at the end is going to weaken. But let's keep in mind that the basic form will be Deva Pyam. If that's at the end of a sutra or the end of a sentence before a pause, we'll get a regular old M, Deva Pyam. Okay, my turn for Chaturthi. The dative forms are Devaya, Devapyam, Devi, stem change there, Devipyaha. So I'm going to write Visarga instead of S because it is Tapyam Pis. Almost. Da is retroflex. Not da, but da. Pyam Pis. So since I said pre-pausal, I'm going to put like Visarga and not S on Devipyaha. Can you tell us Panchami, the ablative forms, please? Trousers.
Ubrania.
Ubrania.
But.
But.
Spodnie.
Spodnie. Here the closed sole is the one that attracts the stress to it.
Mała spódnica.
Mała spodnica. That's a small skirt.
Mały but.
Mały but. Masculine. A small shoe. Nasipiampias. And can you put them on? Deva, please. Show us the forms that we get. Wait. Nasipiampias. Nasosam. Yeah, that's right. Nasi. We won't see us. It'll be replaced with a different ending for this class of nouns.
But I bluza.
Shoe and a blouse. Bluza.
Bluza.
Sweatshirt, not a blouse. Very helpful note here. Bluza.
Tamta nowa bluza.
Tamta nova.
Tamta. Nowa. Bluza.
That new sweatshirt.
Noszę spodnie i bluzę.
Zen. Why is it accusative? Noszę. That's a verb. I wear, I guess?
Noszę.
Spodnie, trousers. I bluzę, and a sweatshirt.
Duża spódnica.
Duża spodnica. That's a large skirt.
To jest but.
To jest but. This is a shoe. Devad, devabhyam, devipyaha. Very nice. And just for reference, if it was at the end of a sutra, the D, of course, would devoice. But D and T at the end of a word are treated as interchangeable. Shashti vibhakti, genitive. Devasya, special ending here. Devayoho. Devana. Devasya. Devayoho. Devana. And can you show us the instrumental forms, please? To jest but. This is a shoe, singular.
Noszę ubrania.
Noszę ubrania. I'm wearing clothes. To be recommended.
Mam kapelusz.
Is we? Kapelusz. No, as I have. The M is the suffix, ma the stem. I have kapelusz, a hat. So here the accusative looks like the nominative too. Let's find out what gender. Kapelusz. Capellus, from Latin for hair, I believe. That's capilla. What is capellus? A small goat. Or a hat, helmet, wreath, garland. Any connection between these two? Oh, from kappa. Instrumental. Did I say instrumental? Yes, you're right. I meant locative. You are correct. Capelush is masculine. The gender of Latin is preserved here. Capelushic. Sick or chic. Capelusha. Capelushovi. Interesting. Capelush. Right, and this masculine, same form there.
Ta spódnica jest duża.
The spódnica jest duża is big. The skirt is big. This skirt. I like trousers. Bien.
Lubię.
Here the ending is shown by the nasality on the last vowel. Bien. And it was spodnie.
Spodnie.
I wear clothes. Noszę.
Noszę.
Noszę ubrania.
Ubrania.
Ubrania. Okay, what else have we not done in a while? Hungarian. Let's do some Greek instead. Hungarian is a little more difficult. Yes. Devayoho. Deveshu. Interesting switch of the writing systems, but good, yeah. So notice, all right, in DV, that A reflects the expected outcome of A and E stuck together. But in some other cases, we see the stem final replaced by E, namely devipyaha instead of devabhyaha or devabhyaha. And also the I before the os ending reflects E. So pretty good review. A couple difficult points, but overall pretty good. And now let's look at a feminine now. Our first one, nadi, means river. That is the stem, and the nominative singular also looks the same. Nadi. The su ending deletes here. Let's get the paradigm. A long time, many years since I looked at this stuff. Let's get the declension. Nadi. All right, some options here. Nadiao. Nadi. One being Vedic, we can set that aside for now. Look at this nice cluster. And Nadiaha. So let's just think of it in terms of changes to stem and endings. Here are the three nominative forms. I mentioned what happened to su, it's dropped. What about au and jes? What changes do we see to either stem or ending? And just so that we can see it for a while, this is a word for river, feminine. Oh good, more plurals, more marking. Ichelona.
Η ο λύκος,
Vulkos.
τα γάντια,
Gadia. And nu and tau, tav, fusing into a d. Gadia.
τα πουκάμισα,
Kamisa, that has a shirt. Undershirt.
πουκάμισα,
Looks like the meaning. Pukamisa. Male. Interesting that that's a plural. Kamisa. What's the singular? Oh, maybe the reason it's not there in the dictionary is because it's a plural form. Kamiso, maybe. Let's try that. If it's a neuter word. There we go. Upo kamiso. And the kamiso, ultimately Germanic, of Gaulish and perhaps ultimately Germanic. Kamisia. And pu, with a bit of metathesis, from hupo, under. Shed snakeskin is another meaning. Pukamiso. Interesting that the feminine noun here is given a mass or neuter one in Greek. Yeah, neuter. Still three genders.
Τα καπέλα.
Cappella, there's that hat word again. Singular lambda.
Τα γλυκά.
Glika, the sweets. This is the old adjective, spelled the same as ancient Greek.
Οι σοκολάτες.
Chocolates, not an ancient Greek word. So here the plural.
Σοκολάτες.
We have our nice Sanskrit cognate, just looking back.
Σοκολάτες.
Yes, in Greek.
Δεν έχω αυγά.
No, not quite. Nadayaha. Are you? Let's see. Oh, there is no nadayao that I know of, and there's no nadayaha. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Is my question. Let's look at what changes do we see to stem and to suffix. The forms are the ones just a few lines above in the chat. Nadi, nadiyau, nadiyaha. Δεν έχω αυγά. I don't have eggs. Έχω, the verb I have, and then a negator with no accent mark.
Οι γραβάτες.
Gravates. Ultimately from the ethnonym Croatian, the ties. Cravat.
Οι φούστες μου.
Fustes. My. Mu, showing my.
Φούστες.
So what's the singular going to be? Fust doesn't seem like a possible word. Can't end it in a cluster, I don't think. Fusta, fustes.
Οι φούστες. Οι φούστες.
That's interesting. Would have expected fuste.
Το κορίτσι δεν τρώει αυγά.
Neuter noun, but it means girl. The girl does not eat eggs. Put the form. Indeed, yeah. But what changes do we actually see? Nadi has dropped the su completely. There's no trace of it. Nadyau, what's going on there? Let's act as descriptive. Right. One little correction I will give. It is a long vowel in the stem. E becomes yeah, that's right. Is that going to cancel it out if I put hyphens on either side? Instead of long E, so quite a change. Two moras, two mori, a non-moraic one, a consonant. Nadyau, good. And how about the plural? The koritsi, the girl, δεν τρώει αυγά, neuter plural, does not eat eggs.
Οι σοκολάτες είναι γλυκά.
Οι σοκολάτες είναι γλυκά. Chocolates are sweets, I suppose, could be adjective or noun. The chocolates are sweets.
Τα πουκάμισα είναι δικά μου.
Τα πουκάμισα, it's plural, the undershirts, the shirts, είναι δικά μου, are just mine. The shirts are mine. My own, just mine. Nadiyas, exactly. Nadiyaha. J is it, exactly right. Good. Let's go on to accusatives. There's just one different form here, I think. Nadim. Nadio. Oh, no, two. Two new ones. Nadim, singular. Nadiau is the very same. But then Nadihi. Plural. These are accusative. Dvitiya. What changes have taken place here? Τα πουκάμισα είναι δικά μου.
Το παιδί τρώει σοκολάτες.
Το παιδί τρώει σοκολάτες. The child eats chocolates.
Τα γάντια.
Γάδια, the bugs.
Τα πουκάμισα και οι φούστες.
Και οι φούστες, the shirt and the skirts, plural. Nadi, am is not the right ending. Am is genitive plural. Not relevant here. Haven't gotten that far yet. Camisa, the shirts, plural. The ta can only
Τα.
be plural, so that reinforces que y fustes. This is the old
Τι.
hoi ending. How about raid at the end of the stream? I suppose so. I'm not quite sure how to do it. Is that something I do on my raid button? Que y fustes and the fusta skirts. Nadim. Length preserved. That's capelli. It'll be the capella.
Τα. Καπέλα.
Ricochet. His ties. What's the his word going to be? Ties. Gravates. Y
Τι.
gravates.
Γραβάτες.
Του.
Του.
Gravates. Wow. Nice. Thank you, Richard. Welcome. Can do it offline now. What language are you most in? What languages, perhaps, are you most interested in, Richard? Clothing.
Ta nowa czapka.
Czapka. Ta nowa. Czapka. Guess. Thanks, Levi. So, what is the actual change to nadi plus Person rated must be screened. That's my understanding. Seems like a reasonable condition there. Ta, not an article, but it is a determiner, and it's this or those. This. New. Czapka looks like cap, doesn't it?
Ta kurtka jest mała.
Kurtka. Looks. Jest mała is small. This something is small.
Kurtka.
I wonder if that's related to skirt and shirt and all those words. Let's find out. Kurtka. If it is lost its S. What an ugly jacket they're showing us there. Okay, it doesn't tell us the origin. Kurteczka. Polish dictionaries. Huh. I wonder what PWN is. Kurtka. Yeah, maybe not. This jacket, yes, the mała, is small. Must be streaming. Oh, interesting. Deletes. Very nice. That's right. Okay, next case. Nadia. Nadipian. Duo. Nadipihi. What do we see going on there in the instrumental?
Nosimy ubrania.
Right, the C, as it's written, we see that adjustment becomes a she, just like we have in Korean and in Japanese. That'll happen if another vowel follows the letter I or not, as we see here. Noshimi, that must be the wearing one, right?
Nosimy.
Just type raid and then the channel name. Where, that looks like a we form, right? We
Nosimy.
We wear clothes. Russian, Norwegian, French, Spanish, right. I remember now, yeah. Okay, let's do some of those. Let's do some Norwegian. I'm gonna avoid Russian today because I might confuse it with the Polish. I don't know. They are written in different writing systems. The grammars are similar.
Mam kurtkę.
Mam kurtkę. I have kurtkę. Looks like the accusative form. A jacket. And that goes like wodę to woda in the feminine.
Wynosicie spodnie.
Wy nosicie. That's a you form. You plural. Nosicie. The cie could be from an old T ending. Spodnie, trousers. You wear trousers.
Mam nowe majtki.
Nowe. I have a new something. Majtki looks plural.
Majtki.
Underpants. Interesting looking word. Majtki.
Noszę skarpety i majtki.
Scarpette. Okay, we can't have a cluster at the beginning. Noszę. That is I wear. Nadipihi. Exactly, is to be expected. No change to either part. Very good. Nadipiam, I would say the same. But in Nadia, we do see a little adjustment. Scarpetti. I wear. Noszę scarpetti. Socks.
Skarpety.
And underwears.
Majtki i skarpety. Majtki. I
Scarpette.
skarpety.
Underpants and socks.
Ona nosi czapkę.
She wears noshi. I guess this shows a zero ending, like the other verbs. Noshi. Czapkę. Caps. She wears. Oh, singular. Accusative. She wears a cap.
Wy nosicie małe czapki.
You wear small czapki. That's plural. Small caps. Small caps.
Dziewczynki noszą sukienki.
Like small capitals. Dziewczynki, plural, girls. Plural girl. Noszą, third plural. They wear. Interesting that we see sometimes a palatal, sometimes a retroflex S there. Sukienki. And I think we don't get an eng sound.
Sukienki.
Sukienki with a dental. So girls, the girls wear sukienki, dresses.
Chłopcy noszą kurtki.
Chłopcy, boys, the boys. Noszą, wear. Kurtki, jackets.
Nosimy duże buty.
Nosimy, we wear. Duże buty.
Nosimy duże buty.
Buty. Okay, big shoes.
Tamte skarpety są stare.
Current fave. Oh, language. Tante scarpetti sont are. Okay, those scarpetti, those socks are stare, old.
Nosicie koszulę.
Nosicie koszulę. We nosicie. Right. You plural wear koszulę. Must be shirts. We wear hats. Alright, it's gonna be nosimy. Nosimy.
Nosimy.
My nosimy.
My.
Pronoun and ending match exactly.
Nosimy.
And it's kapelusze.
Kapelusze.
Accusative plural. The boys. Chłopcy? Yeah.
Chłopcy.
Noszą.
Noszą.
Yeah. Let's see. Are we getting a little ahead there? Well, I guess telling me ngus. Ngus or sam, that's the genitive, but we're not there yet. We're doing nadia. But yeah, same change. Alright, chłopcy noszą jackets, kurtki.
Kurtki.
Okay, that would be singular. Kurtki. Okay, time for some Norwegian. The nice lilting. What do you find? Richard, do you find difficult and challenging about Norwegian? What's giving you trouble? Present two.
Han kysser meg.
He kisses me. He is kissing me. Might, the object form.
Fuglen finner en edderkopp.
The bird, definite. Finner finds an edderkopp, a spider.
Hun kysser mannen sin.
She kisses her husband. Hun kysser mannen sin. Kysser
Hun kysser mannen sin.
weakens the K. Kysser. Just like in Swedish.
Det er bare meg.
Sentence structure. Excellent. Okay, at this early stage in the course, it may still be pretty simple stuff, but let's spend some time thinking about it. So maybe something you might find helpful is thinking in terms of like an intermediate level between the word and the whole sentence. We have phrases. And there's really just a few types that are relevant. We've got noun phrases. Stop me if you know all this already. But we've got noun phrases, which can include adjective phrases. Nothing too challenging there that I'm aware of. Verb phrases, that's a big one, probably the most complex. And prepositional phrases. Those are the main ones that we'll see. Prepositional phrases, I think, work just like English. You have a preposition at the beginning as opposed to a postposition, and then a noun phrase within that. So we say PP equals a preposition plus an NP. Here we've got the erbarma. It's the verb to be, so there's no object. It's just me, right?
Bare.
Bare, bare. It is barely me, it is only me. One thing that unites all sentences, though, is that the sentence as a whole consists of a subject-noun phrase that is not governed, and then some kind of verb phrase.
Vi gir dem mat.
Vi gir dem mat. Gir looks like a giving verb.
Gir.
So here, two nouns are involved. The we, it's a pronoun, but it works like a noun phrase. And then everything, that's the subject. Everything else is the verb phrase. Give them food. Three noun phrases here. Them, the recipient, also a pronoun. And then the thing given, mat, the direct object. We give them food and good. And the word order comes out the same. in this case.
Jeg gir opp.
I give up. This up is not an object, it just completes the verb. It's some sort of complement or something. Jeg gir opp. Gir opp.
Hun lager nok til alle.
All those words are related with the English ones, by the way. Hun lager nok til alle. Makes, I think, prepares.
Lager.
Is making. She makes nok.
Til nok.
Oh, look at that. Enough. Genug. That root is the same without the prefix. And then for everyone?
Til.
Yeah. Til is like our word till, but a different meaning. So quite complex sentence structure. Here of the ones we've seen, she makes, prepares enough for everyone.
Hun.
And to make the structure clear, my personal convention is to use square brackets for the noun phrases and the V-shaped ones, the angled ones, for verb phrases. And finally, the curly braces for prep phrases. So, in this case, hun lager nok til alle, she makes enough. Hun, pronoun, but it works as a noun phrase. Nok is not, I don't think it's really a noun, but it works in a noun type way. Til alle, til is a preposition. And then all of this after hun is the verb phrase. Making enough for everybody is the activity, and hun, she is the one who does it.
Hun vinner alltid.
She, and now alltid is also not an object, it's an adverb, always, all the time. She wins always. In English it sounds better to put the adverb first.
Vil du ha en pose til pærene?
Vil du ha, do you want to have?
Vil du ha
Ha,
en
of course.
pose til pærene?
I don't know these words.
Vil du ha en pose til pærene?
Pærene. Two words I don't know.
Vil du ha en pose til pærene?
But one thing that is cross-linguistically weird, but English and Norwegian both show, is that when you form a question, you put the inflected verb in front of your subject. Will or want you to have. It's like a bag. Pose, like a pocket or something. Pærene, for the pears. Let's add this one too. So the verb phrase embraces the whole sentence. In this case, the subject intrudes. Will do, that's the subject. And the rest, ha, is a smaller verb phrase within a larger one. Object and pose. And we get more information. This prepositional phrase, for the pairs, I would say, is inside the larger noun phrase. So we have an interrupted verb phrase here because of that reordering rule. And let's use these symbols to show that it's kind of inserted. Slash brackets like that. And the underlying, or at an earlier level of the derivation of the sentence, the do being the subject is separate from the rest, and it's just moved around. I hope so. I know where it's coming.
Bjørnen finner mat.
The bear finds food.
Du er alltid der for meg.
You're always there for me. Du er alltid der for meg. Du,
De gir henne boken.
de gir henne boken. Her, the book. They are giving her the book.
Jeg finner ikke jentene.
Jeg finner ikke jentene.
Hvorfor kysser han meg ikke?
Why doesn't he kiss me?
Hun har bare svarte klær.
Hun har bare svarte klær. She has only black clothing.
De gir søsteren min huset.
They give, I hope so. Okay, please do let me know whatever's unclear, what doesn't make as much sense. Det gir. This all is the verb phrase here. Giving my sister a house. The house, rather. Definite. That's the thing given. And the min goes... we have some... To my eye,
Min.
I'm not too experienced with Norwegian. I'm not quite sure if the min is modifying the sister. Is it my sister or is it my house? No, it can't be my house. That would need a T because huset, this unspoken T, the unsounded one, tells me that house is
Huset.
neuter, so it would be mitt huset. Søster min. That goes together. That's one noun phrase. Huset
Huset.
is another noun phrase. They're both within the verb phrase. They are giving a two-word verb phrase for English, two-word verb rather. They're giving to my sister the house. So we can put just the my sister there next without to, the house. Huset. We saw in this example, vill du ha, that we can get things interrupting the phrase structure, but generally phrases stay nice and all together without interruption.
De bare bruker deg.
They only need you, I think. De bare bruker deg. They're only using, not need, but use. So the subject is de, that's the NP. The VP verb phrase is everything else. Only use
Bruker.
you.
Deg. Har du noe til meg?
Do you have anything for me, I think? Har du noe til meg? Har du? Do you have something for me? Noe is a pronoun. Something. And then for me, a prepositional phrase. I think this is all one NP. Let's write it out. Do you have something for me? All right. Here too, the subject intrudes because it's a question. We have that reordering going on. Something for me. Noe til meg is all one chunk. It's got smaller pieces within it, but it's not interrupted by anything. And here, har is the verb. Everything else is embraced by the verb phrase. We always listen to the radio in the car. To the radio, a prepositional in English. In the car, another. Going to start with we. That's a subject.
Vi.
Lyssna. Vi hører.
Hører. Alltid.
To the radio. På. På radio.
På. Radio.
In the car. In.
I.
And then where we take two words in English, the car.
Bilen.
Bilen. It's shown by the N suffix that it's definite. In the car is two words in Norwegian. So I